Number 7. North Sentinel Island. There is an island in the Bay of Bengal where an indigenous tribe inhabits. They are completely isolated from the outside world. With no technology, no electricity, and no common language to communicate, it's like a snapshot of the past of hunter and gatherers, and if you approach them, they will shoot arrows at you. This is the North Sentinel Island, the home of the Sentinelese for over 50,000 years. They have zero immunity to outside disease, so even a common flu could lead to their extinction. The aggression against outside contact is justified. Any sort of colonial contact from outsiders decimated tribes and brought unknown diseases. In 1880, Royal Navy officer Maurice Vidal Portman landed with the intention of making friends. Instead, he captured an elderly couple and 4 children and brought them to the mainland. The couple died within days of exposure from outside pathogens. The children were returned carrying diseases the island had never seen. In November 2018, 26-year-old American missionary John Allen Chow kayaked to the island offering gifts. The Sentinelese turned him away several times. On his last attempt, they shot and killed him. And since 1956, the Indian government prohibits any outside contact. So there's a completely isolated civilization that still exists today and lives like our hunter-gatherer ancestors. We don't know their population, their language, nor their culture. That's pretty bizarre, yet cool. Number 6, the Island of the Dolls. You are on a flat-bottomed wooden boat drifting through the Aztec canals south of Mexico City. Then you stumble on a small island with hundreds of creepy dolls hanging from every branch on every tree. It's like a scene from a horror movie waiting to happen. This is La Isla de las Muñecas, also known as the Island of the Dolls, and it starts with Don Julian Santana Barrera, whom in the 1950s began collecting dolls and hanging them around the island. Legend goes that he found a girl's body floating from the canal. The following day, he found a doll which he assumed belonged to the girl, so he hung it from a tree to honor her spirit, but he believed the spirit still haunted the island. And so he hung another and another. For 50 years, he scavenged trash and canal beds for discarded dolls and covered the entire island in them. And in 2001, he was found drowned in the exact same spot where he claimed to have found the girl. Since then, the island has become a popular tourist attraction and was recognized by Guinness World Record as the island that hosts the world's largest collection of haunted dolls. Number 5, the Suicide Forest. 14 square miles of ancient dense forest grow directly from the hardened lava fields at the base of Mount Fuji. The sea of trees press so close together that the sky disappears, hiding you under its canopy. The solitude creates an eerie silence that feels deliberate rather than peaceful. This is Aokigahara, known worldwide as the Suicide Forest. Since the 1960s, it has been one of the most frequented sites for suicide on Earth. Averaging about 30 suicides per year, it's gotten to the point where local officials stop publicizing the numbers to disassociate it with suicide. And as a preventative measure, you'll find a sign at the forest's entrance that reads, "Quietly think once more about your parents, siblings, or children. Please don't suffer alone and first reach out." Number 4, the door to hell. In the middle of the Karakum Desert in Turkmenistan, Soviet geologists were drilling for natural gas when the earth simply gave way beneath them. The ground collapsed, forming a crater with methane pouring out. Fearing the toxic gas would spread, they lit it on fire, fully expecting it to burn out within a few days. That was over 50 years ago. The crater has been burning ever since. Locals call it the door to hell, and standing at the rim at night, you understand exactly why. The darkness of the Karakum Desert swallows everything except this single wound in the earth, glowing orange and gold like a furnace entrance to the depths of the underworld. There are no official Soviet records of who made the decision or even when exactly it happened. Number 3. The Chernobyl Exclusion Zone. Pripyat was built in 1970 as a model Soviet atom grad, which is a nuclear city designed to house workers of the Chernobyl nuclear power plant. By 1986, nearly 50,000 people lived there. There was supermarkets, schools, hospitals, and even an amusement park. Everything you'll find in a modern city. Then on April 26, 1986, Reactor 4 at the Chernobyl nuclear power plant exploded. The blast released radioactive material across Europe. Residents evacuated the city within 36 hours, leaving behind a perfectly preserved but abandoned snapshot of Soviet life. Long-term studies document elevated thyroid cancer rates and other health effects in exposed populations. The zone is a literal ghost city that remains radioactive and contaminated after 40 years, and it's a glimpse into what could potentially happen if there is a nuclear war. Number 2, Snake Island. Off the coast of Sao Paulo, there is an island no human being is legally permitted to visit. The Brazilian government banned public access entirely, not because it is radioactive, nor is it home to uncontacted indigenous tribes, but because the island is densely packed with snakes, hence the nickname Snake Island. Researchers estimate that there is 1 snake per square meter, and this island is home to one of the most venomous snakes, the golden lancehead. When the last ice age ended, rising sea levels cut this small island off from the mainland. The snakes that were stranded there had to adapt to survive. They evolved to hunt migratory birds. The result is venom 5 times more potent than that of their closest mainland relatives. A 2026 genomic study confirmed that selective evolutionary pressure drove the toxin genes into overdrive. The species is critically endangered with a population of roughly 3,000. Only vetted researchers with Navy approval can access it. What they go there for, alongside conservation work, is the venom itself, which early research suggests may contain compounds with applications in treating cardiovascular disease. The deadliest island on Earth might also lead to saving lives. Number 1, the Petrifying Lake. There is a lake that turns animals into statues. Lake Natron, located in northern Tanzania, is a shallow, blood-red body of water so chemically hostile that animals that enter it are turned into stone-like calcified shells. Similarly to the abilities from the Greek mythology of Medusa, hence the nickname Medusa Lake. And it is because the lake's alkalinity level is extremely high, reaching a pH of 10.5. The crimson color comes from cyanobacteria and halophilic microorganisms whose red pigments saturate the brine as salinity spikes. It looks like a magical place to visit, but I wouldn't suggest getting in the water because it is hazardous and considered one of the deadliest lakes on Earth. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe to see more.